This video was sponsored by Enhance, Neowatt, A Better Road Planner, Elbilmek, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Dude, look at this. We are hammering it now at 115 kilometers per hour, and in the curves the car does not slow down. Okay, it slows down gently, but it's quite rare that it slows down. This is amazing. Most Chinese cars, they will slow down in the curve, but this MG is like a hidden gem. It's wonderful, man. How good car for the money you get. Okay, second charging stop. Seems like we need to charge to around 70% and then arrive with roughly 10% and then just hammer it, and that will yield the best average speed. So yeah, we get this nice speed in the beginning, but then eventually it drops to around 30 kilowatt and then it's kind of slow. We are at the PTT station near Nakhon Sawan. Well, there's freaking birds everywhere. Yeah, when I'm recording with a phone, you can hear it in stereo. So yeah, there is a restaurant over there, but it's not open yet. It's too early. So I guess I'll go for 7-Eleven food then. Well, no problem traveling at night in Thailand. You can always just get some rice and omelette at 7-Eleven. Oh yeah. I haven't had burger or hot dogs in ages now. Oh, yet another charging stop. I lost count how many times we charged during this trip. We are doing around 70 to 90 kilometer sprints and then, I don't know, 25-30 minute charging stops. Man, it's like being back in 2013 or I don't know, 2017 maybe. So yeah, we are still kind of far away from the Lamina film. Let me see here. Here, Lamina film is 204 kilometers away. Well, I told them that I would be there around 10, which is in 2.5 hours. Might be slightly delayed, but damn, this takes a while. Oh man, it's nice to stretch out a bit. So yeah, here we have the Huawei setup, but only 2 chargers, or rather 2 dispensers and 4 plugs. So yeah, I don't know if they have placeholder for more stalls later, but yeah, I mean, it works for this car. It only needs 1 power module, 60 kilowatt. Alright, this will be the last charging stop for now. We are 70 kilometers away from Film Lamina, or Lamina Film. Well, both chargers are occupied. Well, I mean, both plugs, 1 charger. But I have booked the left slot, the one that BYD Dolphin is charging at. So in around, let me see, in around 5 minutes, the charging there should stop, and then hopefully they move so I can get some juice. Well, all good. Getting 147 amp, 58 kilowatt. Okay, but I told the Lamina guys I'll be there at 11. It will probably be 11:30. Okay, let me. Shit, I hope it's not too late. Yeah, I need to tell them. We're finally here with Dorman. I came here, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago with a Tesla Model 3. I named it MacGyver. It was very expensive, it was grey import. And this time we are back with the MG. So yeah, I got the, I don't remember what kind of film, but it was really good tint on that Model 3 and I want it on this. So the problem with this car is that it has something called, I'll show you this, it's called Maxi Cool. You can barely see there. And the side here is shite. It's easy to see it at night, but it actually makes the whole glass not as clear as it should be. So, and also another thing is that there is some tint which is good, so it doesn't feel too hot, but there's no privacy. You can actually see in here. So yeah, they have some really good products over here that they're gonna show us, and then we will install it. Or I mean, yeah, they're gonna install it for me. Yeah, I'm gonna show you better. You see, this is the side tint, right? If we zoom in here, we see that the image doesn't look that clear, right? Well, if I lower the glass, there, this is how clear it should be. And then with the tint, it makes everything look, I don't know, blurry or not sharp. But dude, it's 11:37 now. I started from Chengdu 10:30 last night, so I spent, trying to think here, I spent 13 hours getting here. Holy shit balls, that is slow. With most other cars, I would spend around 12 hours, maybe 11 and a half if I rush it. Because here, just like last time, there's examples of different films. So it goes from here, like the lower grade, and then higher and higher grade here. And we're gonna go for this. Yeah, I'm not sure what the EV Boost is, but okay, this is what they recommended. I remember also this is what we got on the Model 3 last time. So there's some stuff in Thai here. This is heat rejection, 53%. The darker it is, then it's better, 56. But it doesn't not that much difference, you see, 64. But it becomes quite dark. And then there is, let me see, trying to remember what the heck all this is. Something about how dark it is. I don't remember all of it, sorry. But this is UV. And then the last here is 8% is how reflective it is. The lower the better. Yeah, it depends on your taste, of course. But you see, if you compare it against some of the other ones here, the reflectiveness, for example here, 15%, you can see it even in the camera that it reflects my image better. But this becomes more matte. And to be honest, I like it better, that it looks nice and matte and dark. Just like with the Model 3 we had. And then we're gonna go for this, which is what they say L30. I'm not sure, they call it 40%. But it's different. In Thailand, the lower the number percent, the brighter it is. But then in Norway at least, maybe other countries also in Europe, then the lower the number, the darker it is, because then it means lower pass-through. So this is too dark for me, for my taste. We'll go for this in the side mirror, and then this in the front and the rear, but also in the sunroof. So they asked me about this, do you want the sunroof also? I was like, well, you know what? Isabel likes to open the sunroof. Me and I think wifey also is not a fan of that because it becomes hot in Thailand. But maybe if we go for something heat rejective, I say this, right? Then it should be good. So then it's still, you can still see the sky and the trees, right? And the buildings. But if it's this, then it becomes kind of dark. So we're gonna go for that, see how it becomes. And then, yeah, some of the other ones here, they have different properties, but it's probably not for me. It looks too reflective, or it doesn't have that much heat rejective stuff. But the one here is also they call it the ceramatrix. So I don't know if it's some kind of ceramic thing, maybe. Wow, this is excellent service. They asked me if I have eaten. I said no. And then they asked me what I wanted to eat. So I said, okay, pad kapao. Suspect everything. They ordered it, brought it here in this lounge thing here. We have seats, there's a sofa here, air conditioning, there's Wi-Fi so I can get some work done, coffee machine, some drinks, and some snack. Well, first the plan was to go to some hotel and then sleep there for a couple hours, but since I'm so late now, and then the company here, they want to interview me later this afternoon, and I think the best solution is just to take a nap on the sofa. Oh, what a marathon. Because now they're removing the old film. Yeah, the side has been removed already. You see now, this looks kind of weird, but this is probably normal procedure. The tint was on the outside, and then they cut it to perfectly fit inside. And now they carefully roll it and put it in the inside. They're going to do the same thing on the side windows and actually on the other glass and so on. And during the installation, they use some protective covers for the interior. Yeah, here and also here. And what about in the trunk? I have some luggage in the trunk. Yeah, they also cover all that. Right, after many hours of waiting and some nap, it's finally done. So here's the end result. It is actually raining now in Bangkok. Wow, a little bit. Okay, but yeah. So the new tint looks like this. Showing the inside. Yeah. Okay. Also on the roof. We'll go on this side. Oh, it's getting heavy. Oh, let's get inside. So we just have to not open the windows for 7 days, and also no suction cup in the front windscreen. And also I usually use this. So I also had to find a solution for that. But yeah, okay. But let me do the test now. If I do this, for example, well, I can't open the window, okay. But anyway, I can do something similar if I just zoom in here. Oh, that looks actually a lot sharper, brighter, or clearer than before. Wow. Okay, unfortunately we cannot see this in the sun yet. Might want to check it out tomorrow then. Alright, yet another charging session. And I tend to use the spark charging because there's no damn booking system here. When I plug in, I can assure that I will be charging until I unplug and no one is gonna grab my session. Oh, there is an iCar there, Cherry V23 charging. Okay, these are the Huawei chargers. But yeah, so wow, the tint here actually looks nice and clear. Let me see. So if I try to lock the exposure there and then I open the door, it's not that dark. No, inside. Okay, nice. So we are fairly close to Bangkok still, but this is the North Loop, the Route 32. So from here it's just chill all the way. But yeah, very convenient to have a noodle shop right next to the charger. Yeah, Teslabjorn approves. And then we have Tops Daily and some other stuff. Let me see. Oh, I think maybe I want some, well, what do they have? Do they have fruit there? Oh yeah, we're eating good tonight. Oh, we have some noodles with pork, lots of vegetables. Okay, I'm heading north now. I'm going to prepare for the 500-kilometer challenge, but right now over here it's not good to start because there's too much traffic. But hopefully further north there, traffic will be better, and also it'll be later in the evening, so it's now almost 8. But that'll be in another episode. So yeah, that's gonna be for now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.